Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commenttary Hub.
There's headed by Marina, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that point! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Daretodream! Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out! Very good evening to you all then, and welcome along to Group H in the Club World Cup. Real Madrid against Al-Hilal is the match taking place today in Miami, the Hard Rock Stadium. Kickoff is at 8 p.m. I'm Russ Vernon, and I'll be the man guiding you through the action this evening as we get ready for kickoff in what's going to be a very big game today. I can tell you, now the man on the screen representing Al-Hilal on our screens right now, Alexander Mitrovic, is not even in the matchday squad for Al-Hilal this evening. I can tell you that right now. I can also tell you there's a debut for Real Madrid for Trent Alexander-Arnold and Dean Orgerson, who starts in defence today. There's a youngster in the Real Madrid lineup as well. We'll give you the full teams in just a moment or two. It's time as we get ready for kickoff in what's going to be a big game tonight. Can Real Madrid start off their campaign with a victory this evening? Very good evening to the man, one of my good friends, Mr. Paul James, who is tuned in this evening. Hopefully you're doing well, Paul. Hopefully you're doing fantastically well this evening, my friend, as we get ready for Real Madrid against Al-Hilal. At the kick-off, I had an interview with new Real Madrid boss Xabi Alonso, who has confirmed no Kylian Mbappe in the matchday squad today due to illness. So Kylian Mbappe not involved for Real Madrid in Xabi Alonso's first game in charge of Los Blancos. Interesting to see how he gets on in his first competitive game in charge of Real Madrid at the Club World Cup. Now Paul is doing well, and I can tell you, Sergio Milinkovic-Savic starts for Al-Hilal. There's some familiar names in that side as well, running through the two teams very, very shortly. There's some familiar names in the back line. Three of the back line are familiar with people from England in the Al-Hilal side, and also Ruben Neves in midfield as well, known over here in the UK as well, where most of our listeners are based from. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. Hopefully you're all enjoying the coverage so far of our Club World Cup coverage on the Commenttary Hub, and hopefully you enjoyed our coverage of the Under-21s game last night between Spain and Italy, Under-21s, and also enjoyed England's opening game against Czech Republic as well. I can tell you we should have commentary on England's game against Germany, which takes place same time as this one this evening, coming to you on a delayed stream later this week. Thanks to our good friend and broadcaster Nicholas Jones. The teams are just coming out one by one. There is Bono for Al-Hilal, the goalkeeper, wearing all orange today. The goalkeeper for Real Madrid, Thibaut Courtois, all in black. There is the Al-Hilal skipper. And we're running through the two teams very, very soon. The skipper for them is Salim Al-Doussawi. Two Al-Doussawis in the starting lineup today for Al-Hilal, and we're running through the starting lineups very, very soon as we get ready for kick-off in this game this evening. Just running a bit behind time as we are now at 8 o'clock in the UK. The teams have just come out onto the field. There's the match officials there as well, and we'll get ready to the teams to go through the handshakes very shortly. I've just seen a shot there of Jude Bellingham. His brother came on for Borussia Dortmund earlier this week. Jude Bellingham in Borussia Dortmund's opening game is allowed to shake hands with Real Madrid. There's the Real Madrid boss, Xabi Alonso. And we're now going to take a look then at the starting lineups. Starting off with Real Madrid, big by Xabi Alonso is Thibaut Courtois in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold is at the back. Dean Hutchison, Asensio, Raul Asensio, Frank Garcia is at the back. In midfielder, Fede Valverde. Garcia and Vinicius Jr. in attack there this evening. As for Al-Hilal, you can see it's Bono in goal, not Bonu. I just added an extra U at the end of his name there, which can easily be rectified. There is Bono now, he says in goal there for Al-Hilal, as you can see there. Then is Cancelo, Tambakake, Koulibaly and Renan Lodi across the back. Neves and in front of the back four with Milinkovic, Savic and Salim and Jasari. And alongside Ruben Neves in front of the back four is Nasser Al-Jasari with Malcolm on the right, Salim Al-Jasari on the left with Sergio Milinkovic-Savic in the 10 behind Marcus Leonardo in the attack for Al-Hilal. The subs there on the screen, as I mentioned, no Kylian Mbappe in the squad for Real Madrid today. Luka Modric is amongst us on the subs bench. You may recall that he's leaving Real Madrid, but he gave his word that he would be involved in the Club World Cup. And he could do that from the bench under Xabi Alonso. We're almost ready for kick-off in what's going to be a big game this evening. Can Real Madrid start their campaign with a victory, or will they come up short in the end? Give us your match predictions. Who do you think is going to come out on top? Will it be Real Madrid? Will it be Al-Hilal as we get ready for kick-off? Real Madrid all in white tonight. The famous white kit that Don Revie, the former Leeds boss, made sure Leeds changed to be like Real Madrid in terms of the colours. There's Al-Hilal's manager there. Just shook hands with Xabi Alonso. Al-Hilal in their blue shirts and blue and black shirts, blue shorts and black shorts and black socks. About to get this game off and underway very, very soon. As we get this game off and underway then, shall we? And we're now off and underway in this game between Al-Hilal and Real Madrid in the match as we get this game off and underway for you this evening. Your match commentator, as I mentioned at the top of the screen, is Russ Vernon, yours truly, as we see Real Madrid against Al-Hilal in the Club World Cup. As Al-Hilal just have it at the right back, both through João Cancelo trying to get forward after a pass from Kalidou Koulibaly, the former Chelsea man. Koulibaly, João Cancelo, the former Manchester City player. Manchester City won earlier today in the Club World Cup, being wide out by 2-0 if you're just tuning into us here on the Commenttary Hub. We're unable to bring you that game earlier on today, but we will bring you this game today for Real Madrid's Asensio. Just put it out wide to Rodrigo, back into Asensio. Plays this ball forward to the far side as picked out Vinicius Jr. out there, trying to get the ball forward, looking for the run there of Jude Bellingham, the Englishman. Bellingham making that forward run from midfield, and he was asked before kickoff the Real Madrid boss in Xabi Alonso about Trent Alexander-Arnold. Will it be a defender or will he play that hybrid role that he was used to at Liverpool? He's going to play that hybrid role. It says he's going to allow for transfer. Then just penalty shot with Thibaut Courtois. Milinkovic scores down on the edge of the penalty area. And there's a free kick here to Al-Hilal, who look to get this game off and underway. If you're just running into us for the first time today, thank you very much for doing so. Russ Vernon guiding you through the action this evening as Al-Hilal with a good start, decent effort from Sergio Milinkovic-Savic, who was then fouled by Fede Valverde. And a free kick on the edge of the penalty area inside the opening 2 minutes of this game, and a chance for Al-Hilal to tear the lead here from the set piece. Ruben Neves, the former Wolverhampton Wanderers man, standing over this set piece. Up so too is Sergio Milinkovic-Savic, the man who was fouled there. And Fran Garcia is lying behind the wall. Sergio Milinkovic-Savic is there watching on. Ruben Neves has moved away from the situation. And there's going to be Sergio Milinkovic-Savic standing over this. So to somebody else, it was Milinkovic-Savic who took it in the end of the shot from Ruben Neves, was charged down initially. And now here comes number 29 there, Salim Al-Sadari. The shot comes in from long range there from Ruben Neves, just over the top of the crossbar. Really good effort in the end, and that was just over the top there. Really good effort in the end, but really good save in the end there as we watch this game unfold in the night sky as Real Madrid take on Al-Hilal. It remains Real Madrid 0, Al-Hilal 0. Just running into us here on the Commenttary Hub. Let us know where you're listening from and what the temperature's been like for you today here on the comment. Wherever you are, it's been a warm day for me. It's warm out there in Miami at the Hard Rock Stadium. There's the Real Madrid boss in picture, Xabi Alonso. Former player of Real Madrid, of course, played for Liverpool as well. Joined from Bayer Leverkusen. We had a really good spell there at Bayer Leverkusen. Won the league not last season, but the season before, or was it not this season that's just finished, the season before. And last season now, he failed to win the Bundesliga as Jude Bellingham wins his side a throw-in, which he will take as Van Garcia came up to try and take it, but took it to Garcia, back to Bellingham again, who played well for England on international duty. Drops it back to Tchouaméni, and now here's Asensio. Well, Asensio lines up a strike straight down the throw there of Bono. It's a beautiful day for Bono to make that save there. And there is Simone Inzaghi, the former Inter Milan head coach. I know I recognise the Al head coach there and played for Inter Milan, I believe, Simone Inzaghi. Or one of the Milan clubs. I believe it was Inter he played for during his playing career. Simone Inzaghi was in charge of Al-Hilal up against Xabi Alonso, and Real Madrid and Alonso's teams having a lot of possession thus far of the ball as Garcia sends the ball over the top looking for Vinicius Junior to attack down our left hand side up against João Cancelo. Vinicius Junior going one way, then the other low driven crossing was cleared away. I put my teeth back in to say that there is a free kick for Al-Hilal. Is won there as Fran Garcia fouled his man. And there is Kylian Mbappe on that flag there. Kylian Mbappe not involved today due to illness. This afternoon, well, this evening, depending where you are, it's about 22 degrees in Calgary, Canada, where Paul is listening from. Paul was due to do some more games on the Commenttary Hub this summer. But personal life got in the way and work commitments. So we'll have him back for the start of next season. As there's a good interception from Asensio to win inside a throw-in. As Lolly will take a long throw into the penalty area and he's hooked away by Real Madrid, and they will try and come away with Rodrigo there, trying to come away with possession, and he brings this out here now, and there's a man gone down there for Real Madrid. Is number 8 who's down here for Real Madrid, and I'm just trying to, it's Fede Valverde, I thought it was, who's gone down, but he has remained down there, and it was still 0-0. I'm just looking at this again from the referee's view for Fede Valverde going down and challenging the air. It was. England Under-21's in action tonight in the Under-21 European Championships. And it remains 0-0. Good game to be with you for, evening. What a game this has been this evening. And Sheffield United in the Championship has made a new manager appointment. Biswada was sacked earlier today, and Ruben Sellers is now in charge there at Bramall Lane. 3-year deal for the Owen Reading boss, Ruben Sellers. Coming up towards 9 minutes, Scotty, Real Madrid 0, Al-Hilal 0. As a ball out wide to the far side for Al-Hilal to attack this. Cancelo joins the attack now, crossing towards Salim Al-Dasari. The shot comes in and just wide from Al-Hilal there. And there's a chance at the penalty area for Marcus Leonardo, and he just went wide of the post there from the Al-Hilal man inside the penalty area. Decent effort across there and just wide in the end by Al-Hilal, as Real Madrid were almost caught cold there in the back, and it's brought down well here as Real Madrid will try and come forward with possession, and they lost it through Fede Valverde. And Al-Hilal can try and come forward with Ruben Neves. We lost out then. Bellingham loses out, but there's a man down for Real Madrid. And is there going to be an early yellow card there for the Al-Hilal player? I think it was Cancelo kicked the ball away there. I believe that's Mario Melchiot in the crowd there. From a Chelsea man. Be interesting to see how Real Madrid do under Xabi Alonso next season in La Liga. We'll try and bring you a few La Liga matches next season, as Real Madrid and Barcelona and the Oaks will take to stage in La Liga again next season. Atletico Madrid will win this tournament. Also play their trade in La Liga. As Real Madrid just keep hold of possession well. There's a Asensio across now to the number 19, no, to the number 20 there it was, Juan Garcia. And Chumeni just into this time, and now there's a, we're just now wide to Rodrigo. Good bit of play there from Real Madrid to get it from this left hand side across to this right. Salim Al-Dasari just trying to clear the ball away. And he's now back with Koulibaly, and almost nipping in there was the young man, Gonzalo Garcia. was very unlucky there not to punish him there. Al-Hilal, as they tried to play the way out of the back, and it was a fantastic effort there in the end. And there's Florentino Perez there, the Real Madrid president, in the crowd. There's Bono, some Al-Hilal fans there. Al-Ittihad fan there as well, spotted his shirt there. Spotted him out of the way, the yellow shirts of Al-Ittihad. Real Madrid 0, Al-Hilal 0. As the header comes forward, Desari there. Samara Desari. Also going down the end of it. Now here comes Al-Hilal with possession. Is Desari again, the captain. Does well to find Malcolm, who delivers a cross. Is blocked. Header in there around the back was René Lodi. And then Lodi there. And Ramsey will come away with possession. Good play this here from Rodrigo. Back it goes to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who switches the play well and now the play for a throw-in. But then Lodi stayed down here for Al-Hilal, and just looking at this challenge again by Rodrigo, and no real malice in the challenge. They just a shoulder charge, and he jumped into Rodrigo as he was trying to get back there to help out Trent Alexander-Arnold defensively. And it remains 0-0 just into the 13th minute of the game. Real Madrid 0, Al-Hilal 0. If you're just joining to us here on the Commenttary Hub, Russ Vernon bringing you the game today. Real pleasure to have you along with us. We see that challenging again there. And it remains 0-0. Good chance there, but it's just gone wide as Real Madrid will be getting back underway. The game will get back underway after that short stoppage of play with a throw into Al-Hilal after the man went down there when unloaded. Or Al-Hilal went down as Cancelo takes a throwing to Ruben Neves. Who sends it forward, and Real Madrid winning back, and Vinicius Junior's in behind here, and he's been brought down. Is this the last man? And the referee's booked the Vinicius Junior here for a dive. Vinny Junior for Real Madrid has gone down, thrown goal. Vinicius Junior, and has picked up the game's first yellow card for dive there. And I've got to say, the referee has got this spot on. Koulibaly was the man who went across to challenge him, but Koulibaly never touched him, and the referee's got that spot on there. Vinicius Junior booked. Now the referee just stopped the players. VAR were checking that decision. With Vinicius Junior, yellow card for the Real Madrid man is confirmed, and that was the correct decision in my opinion this evening. And here they come again, Real Madrid, and Vinicius Junior goes down this time under a challenge there of Tom Bacatti, the number 87. And it remains 0-0 between the two sides. And now Al-Hilal are coming forward on this near side. He's played out to Salim Al-Dasari, who's forcing he's cleared away. We went behind anyway with a goal kick, and there's confirmation on my monitor of the yellow card, which I've confirmed to you on the screen in Vinicius Junior with the game's first yellow card of the match. It remains Real Madrid 0, Al-Hilal 0. If you're just running into us here on the Commentary Hub, Russ Vernon guiding you through the action for the Club World Cup match between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal. What a game we have got on show today between these two sides. There's Trent Alexander-Arnold with a ball hit forward. Comes towards Rodrigo down the line as he tries to go on the end of that, but Koulibaly was there to read the danger well and shepherd it out of play. Got a bit of pressure there in the end and well worked from the Real Madrid man, from the Al-Hilal man, should I say, there against the Real Madrid man. And it remains 0-0 if you just join into us here on the commentary of Russ Vernon guiding you through the action. Between these two sides as we watch on this afternoon, as we get this game off and ready to get this game back off and underway from the set piece for Real Madrid after an offside that was played forward. German back to Dean Borgeson, the former Bournemouth man who swabbed Bournemouth for La Liga and Real Madrid. And on the other side, Raul Asensio, and he finds Trent Alexander-Arnold, who turns away from his man willingly there, Trent, and he's still going Trent Alexander-Arnold. And he's been allowed to a foul there, Trent Alexander-Arnold, against his opposite number, and unloaded back there, and a piece of defending from Al-Hilal there. And Salim Aldasai was swapped places a moment with an unloading. Now Aldasai is charging forward. Play through to Renan Lodi, who's onside. And Renan Lodi scores for Al-Hilal. Al-Hilal open the scoring against Real Madrid, but the offside flag is up. It will not count the Al-Hilal goal. Just looking at this again. And yes, I think they've got that one spot on there, you know. Renan Lodi in behind, and he was just offside there, the left back. Former Nottingham Forest player, of course. And I think they've got that one spot on there, you know. And the goal has been chalked off, and rightly so, in my opinion. Having seen that again. Here's Jude Bellingham. A warning side, though, for Real Madrid, and how quick Al-Hilal can get in behind them on that right-hand side, where especially when Trent's pushed up into that midfield position, like he was doing for Liverpool. And while Liverpool were getting caught out quite a bit last season on that right-hand side because of Trent moving forward. I wonder whether Liverpool get caught out as much in the upcoming season. Here's Al-Hilal trying to get the ball in towards the penalty area. And there's an header away by Trent Alexander-Arnold. And it remains at 0-0. What a game we've had so far at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Still goalless if you just join into us. And what a game it has been between the two sides thus far. And I've got to say, guys, that the game thus far has been absolutely fantastic. Just awaiting our opening goal of the game. And you've got to say that Real Madrid in the opening 20 minutes or so have been the better side in the contest with the chances, but Al-Hilal's had a goal disallowed. There is a chance for Real Madrid through Garcia after Vinicius Jr. found him. Blew from Vinicius Jr. from that left to right. Be the offside trap and pull it across to Garcia, who couldn't take it in his stride. And Real Madrid have let Al-Hilal off there, and he remains goalless between the two sides. And here is Renan Lodi. Good bit of full work from Lodi. So far it's been a good day for Al-Hilal, who have been locked to 0-0 against Real Madrid. But what a game we have got on show this evening, as Real Madrid will try and get back in numbers to defend as Tchouaméni put the ball behind for a corner, deflecting Renan Lodi's cross into the penalty area away. Salim Aldasai watching on there. And it remains Real Madrid 0, Al-Hilal 0. What a game this has been, as the chance will be delivered into the penalty and is cleared away. Out for another corner to Al-Hilal. Come off Gonzalo Garcia, the number 30 for Real Madrid, back there defending. But Gonzalo on the back of his shoe. And the Real Madrid goalkeepers all in green tonight. In Thibaut Courtois, the former Chelsea man. Real Madrid 0 out. Just running towards a corner, then will be taken by Al-Hilal from the side, and it's cleared away at the near post brilliantly there by Jude Bellingham, who was watching that near post. And he did well there, Jude Bellingham, to get it away, and how far away he got it as well was fantastic. But Al-Hilal with Malcolm drops it out wide, and there's the ball down the line there, and Malcolm wants it back inside, which is blocked off there. Sergio Milinkovic-Savic throws it now to the aforementioned Malcolm, as he was making that one down the outside rather than where he should have been there for the return pass from João Cancelo. He's on this near side now, and Ancelotti will pick up possession once more now and drop it inside to Koulibaly, who played well against England before Senegal. Kalidou Koulibaly at the City Ground not that long ago. There'll be a chance for Malcolm to get into the box. Instead, it goes to João Cancelo, who will look to deliver. He's twisting one way, then the other. Now he delivers it in. Oh, just an edge it away, and then a shot comes in. I say a shot from Malcolm came in, but he went out for a throw into Real Madrid instead. And it remains 0-0. Just over an hour gone here, and we're just looking at the chance again for the offside, where Lodi scored, and you can see he's clearly in an offside position, and the officials got that one spot on. We're just seeing it again from VAR. It was a well-taken finish from Renan Lodi though, into the back of the net, but it was a definite offside from the former Nottingham Forest man who going behind Real Madrid there, but was a warning sign for Los Blancos. And it remains 0-0, and you've got to say that Real Madrid against Al-Hilal has been a good start to the game, good contest here at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Russ Vernon getting you through the action in the Club World Cup match. And a lot of possession, pitch control, 43 Real Madrid, 4 in the middle, 53 Al-Hilal side, and Al-Hilal are playing really, really good football here and causing quite a few problems too, as Koulibaly intercepts and can bring this ball forward now for Al-Hilal, and he feeds in Salim Al-Dessani, and he drags it wide by a deflection, and it will be a corner kick to Al-Hilal. Good defending from Aurelien Tchouameni, the Frenchman, who managed to get bad there. He's onside as well as Salim Al-Dessani, and then Tchouameni got back at the nick of time. He put it inside, and that's what allowed Tchouameni to get back and made the block. Had he gone down the outside, I'm not sure if the block would have come. Here's the corner then to be taken by Salim Al-Dessani, and Ancelotti has gone short for it if he wants to choose that option. But it remains 0-0. The ball is in towards the penalty area, headed away by Oigerson, the former Bournemouth defender. And the Al-Hilal fans jumping up and down, getting behind their team as Ruben Neves comes across to take this corner kick. Kalidou Koulibaly inside the penalty area, and then Lodi will be in there too. Ruben Neves will be hanging around the edge of the penalty area, just in, and Real Madrid are yet to have a corner in this game. There's been 4 corners to Al-Hilal. The corner is moved into the penalty area towards goal and just wide from Dunbar Carter, the number 87. 26 and a half minutes played here, and it remains 0-0. You've got to say that Real Madrid are playing some decent football thus far in the game. As the number 26 there, number 29 it was actually, Selim and Desari played the ball back forward for Real Madrid to take the set piece, and he whacked against the Real Madrid man Asensio who was on the field at the time. And you've got to say that this has been a good match in the game today, as we see Real Madrid take on Al-Hilal. It remains 0-0 in the match. If you just join into us here on the Commenttary Hub. Valverde will find Garcia. Down the line he went to Vinicius Junior, who's knocking the ball around well. Is Dean Oigerson, the number 24, who's watching on here as he tries to bring this ball forward into, well, Asensio. Back it goes to Dean Oigerson, and across there to Fran Garcia. And now across there to Asensio. Back it goes again to Tchouaméni, who's turned away from his man and found Trent Alexander-Arnold in space, who plays into the centre circle, and Oigerson again. So over halfway this time into Tchouaméni. He 1-2 between the two Real Madrid players. Now Garcia for Vinicius Junior. Jude Bellingham now joining the attack. Tchouaméni across there to Asensio. Down the line on this near side of the right to Rodrigo. Rodrigo cuts in field for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Chip ball in towards the penalty area. Koulibaly is there to clear for Renan Lodi. Back to Koulibaly, who can clear away, can he? At the second time of asking, he can. After Fede Valverde charged him down initially. And the ball just went out of play there. There's a shot of Luka Modric on the Real Madrid bench, and some fans with Luka Modric on back of their Real Madrid shirts there. And Modric is playing some really decent football at this moment in time. And it remains 0-0 between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal. And there is a cooling break here in Miami. And we will have a cooling break because of how warm it is in Miami. If you just joined for the very first time this evening, hello, welcome along. Tuning in. My name's Russ Vernon. Real Madrid against Al-Hilal in the Club World Cup. 0-0 is the latest score. Drinks break. So how warm it is out in Miami. But not just Miami, it's warm everywhere. Up and down the country and across the world. It's pretty much warm virtually all over, especially across England these last few days. What a game there, Serge. Milinkovic-Savic just having a chat to Bono there. You two will be talking long into the night. Then Real Madrid 0, Al-Hilal 0. If you're just tuning into us here this afternoon, we did have some other FIFA Club World Cup matches taking place today, and we'll bring you the results of those now while we've got a stoppage in play. There was one that was just kicked off at 11 o'clock UK time last night between Ulster and Melody Sundowns, and that finish that was delayed because of a thunderstorm in Orlando. When that game did eventually go ahead, Ulster lost 1-0 to Melody Sundowns. Monterrey against Inter Milan was a 1-1 draw, and earlier today Man City, who had Rico Lewis sent off late in the game, beat Wydad by 2-0. That game, Phil Foden on target for that one. We've played just over 31 minutes and it remains 0-0. And if you're just tuning into us today and you've watched the Man City game earlier, get in your thoughts. Should Rico Lewis have seen red in your opinion? Because for me, I don't think he should have seen red. It'd be interesting to get your guys' opinion on that as well as we get this game back underway following that cooling break. As here is Fran Garcia, the Oigerson, the new centre-back for Real Madrid. And also in the Real Madrid side, I can tell you there is no, today, for Real Madrid, yes, there is no Antonio Rudiger in the starting lineup or even on the bench for Real Madrid. I wonder if he's on his way out of the club, whether he's just not preferred to the two men of the centre-back team, Asensio and Oigerson for Real Madrid, as a shot comes in and just over the top of the crossbar there from Rodrigo, cutting inside from that right-hand side there, and really good effort over the top of the crossbar in the end, and it remains 0-0. Thought Bono got a touch there, but he didn't. And with or without you listeners tonight, this game was still going to head here on the Commenttary Hub. It remains Real Madrid 0, Al-Hilal 0 in the Club World Cup game this evening, with Al-Hilal trying to come forward down that far side. Alcancel knocks it back here to Don Picardo, and he knocks it forward towards Renan Lodi, who keeps the ball in play to Aldasari, the number 29, Salim Aldasari, that was. And Real Madrid will come away with possession. It is Vinicius Junior charging for he has done forward onto and Garcia's there, and Real Madrid take the lead. And it's the number 30, the youngster Gonzalo Garcia with the goal, and Real Madrid take the lead. It's a well taken goal in the 34th minute, and I've got to say, Real Madrid opened the score and they were lucky not to have got the offside flag. I think if that hadn't gone up, there would have been a goal behind, but they're in the lead and it's 1-0 to Real Madrid. He's onside there, Garcia with the back post. He's unmarked and Real Madrid have the lead. Through number 30, Gonzalo Garcia, just before half time. And what a game. And what a finish that was there. Paul's letting me know that Rudiger is currently out injured. Wasn't in Germany's Nations League squad either. Thank you for that, Paul. I did wonder why he wasn't involved. I know he would have probably been selected for Real Madrid. Had he been fit? Well, thank you for letting us know, Paul, that Antonio Rudiger is missing this game due to injury. Really good to get that inside information. All our resident Germany contributed to the channel as well as Arsenal. Van is up the updates, up to the minute updates on Real Madrid defender Antonio Rudiger. The offside flag is up there against Rodrigo down this near side. There's someone in Inzaghi's just walking out some instructions to his side. His side had played really well up to then, and then conceded the goal just before half time through Garcia on 34 minutes. And I've got to say that Gonzalo Garcia with the goal is the difference between the two sides tonight thus far. And Real Madrid have been a good side and have played some good football. The sorts of Al-Hilal have not been disgraced against Real Madrid. Took Real Madrid till the 34th minute to open the scoring against the Saudi-based side. And Valverde to Tchouaméni by Bellingham. Bellingham has it again. Now, Tchouaméni across there to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Down the line for Rodrigo, who's involved in the build-up to the opening goal of the game. Trent now has it back for Asensio to Oigerson, who can send this ball forward. And here comes Jude Bellingham into path of Gonzalo Garcia again, whose shot is saved this time by Bono. A bit better there from Bono there. He still have pride there after that effort, which is saved. But he'll be pleased that he's only one goal behind his side. And Al-Hilal will be hoping he will stay with the club at the end of this World Cup, and up. No one comes in for him. One player I know will be staying with Real Madrid for this upcoming season at least is Trent Alexander-Arnold for the early part of the season anyway. He has just switched to the Santiago Bernabeu. The Real Madrid man wearing number 12. He used to wear 66 at Liverpool, but due to the registration issues in La Liga, can't wear number 66. And here's Courtois to clear the ball away. As now, here comes Tchouaméni, who loses out. There's Real Madrid trying to come forward. Actually, it was Bellingham who's now got the ball back. Jude Bellingham. Down the line to Rodrigo. Rodrigo twisting, turning, wins his side. Like when he said the throw-in there, but he's giving away the throw-in. And Salim Al-Jassari watching on here. Slowly taking it back into the midfield. And you've got to say, and I don't know whether you agree with me here, Paul, watching this game, the Real Madrid are playing some good football, and Al-Hilal have been punished for not taking any of their chances that fell their way. They had one disallowed for offside, and I think that one was correctly given, Paul, in my opinion. Don't know whether you would agree with that one either. There was a correct decision to disallow the goalie, but it was a penalty kick to Al-Hilal, fouled by Oigerson, the central defender on his debut. He brings down his man. Marcus Leonardo is the one who's gone down, I believe. And then Lodi just taking a drinks break here. Well, they're getting ready for this penalty kick to be taken. Oh, is it Fran Garcia who's fouled him? There's Asensio in there. I'm trying to see who he was who fouled him. It was Asensio who fouled him in the end and just pulled him down. They pulled down Leonardo, the number 11, and Al-Hilal have got a penalty. VAR will be checking it as they do with every decision. But for me, that's a definite penalty. Don't know what you reckon there, Paul, as we get ready here, as we see Salim Al-Jassari about to step up here and take this penalty kick for Real Madrid. Or will it be? No, it will be Ruben Neves, who will take this penalty kick for Al-Hilal. Up against Thibaut Courtois, the former Wolves man, stepping up against the Real Madrid shot stopper. Can Al-Hilal get back on level terms just before half time here? There's a chance to step up for Ruben Neves, the former Wolves man. He steps up and he scores. He sends Thibaut Courtois the wrong way. And Al-Hilal are level in the 41st minute of the game. And Al-Hilal are in the lead. Or back on level terms, should I say, rather than in the lead. Against Real Madrid. And Ruben Neves has opened the scoring. Has opened Al-Hilal scoring in the competition, should I say, against Real Madrid, and he took it well, sent the keeper the wrong way, and Real Madrid had pegged back just before half time. Yes, and Paul, has said he put his arms on him, always the wrong thing to do, but he flung himself to the ground. Really soft penalty. Yes, I thought it was a soft penalty, but what we'll say though, Paul, is I've seen those penalty decisions given up and down the country last season in the Premier League, in the World Conference League, on the big stages for the big tournaments. But Real Madrid won. Al-Hilal won. Ruben Neves with the penalty on 41 minutes. The difference between the two sides. There, and it remains 1-1, and Garcia knew what he was doing there. He was the one who gave away the penalty. Silly penalty to give away there, you know. But Real Madrid won. Al-Hilal won. Here's the score now. And Al-Hilal growing confidence now when he's telling Al-Dawsari, takes the penalty. Al-Dawsari's shot is blocked. It will clear away. And Real Madrid will have to regrouping because they started off well. Al-Hilal got back into the game and caused a few problems, but Real Madrid have not really taken the initiative in this game since taking the lead, as is Rodrigo into Orgerson, the central defender, who I initially thought gave away the penalty on his debut, but he was Garcia who gave it to his. Real Madrid can't pick out a man down there. And Xabi Alonso's first half-time team talk is Real Madrid boss. It'll probably be different to what he was going to be saying about 2 or 3 minutes ago, and before that penalty was given away and scored by Al-Hilal. Lucas Vazquez, the monster blows on the subs bench for Real Madrid, who could potentially come in and change the game. So too Luka Modric. Denis Ceballos as well. Brahim Diaz. All on there. Experienced pros. Odegulu on there as well, who can change the game as Al-Hilal trying to get the ball into the penalty area, looking for Marcus Leonardo. But it remains 1-1 as we come towards the end of the first half, into the final minute at the end of the first half. Is Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1. And here they come here now, and you've got to say this has been a good game. And when you look at this, guys, when you're watching on here, you've got to say Real Madrid started off well, going to the lead through a well-taken goal from Gonzalo Garcia, but the decision to give away the penalty by Fran Garcia was stupid. But Real Madrid will try and come forward now, and Vinicius Junior goes down on the edge of the penalty area, wanting with a foul. Bellingham had a word with the referee. Nothing given there though for Real Madrid, as they will come away with possession. Al-Hilal, and this is good work as we enter 5 additional minutes at the end of this first half. We're into those 5 minutes now at the end of this first half, as we see Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1 at the end of the first period. Well, what a game it's been. Real Madrid took the lead through Gonzalo Garcia. We're paired back just before half time, thanks to a penalty from Ruben Neves after a foul inside the penalty area on Marcus Leonardo. But it is Al-Hilal coming forward now with Salim Al-Dawsari, who can keep the ball well for Al-Hilal, as Ruben Neves now has possession, drops it to the near side for Al-Dawsari again, who can play 1-2 with Koulibaly. Al-Dawsari once more into an Lodi, and finds the goal scorer Ruben Neves through there to Milinkovic-Savic, who gets out to Salim Al-Dawsari, who cuts in field. He 1-2 there. Al-Dawsari just wide of the post there, you know, not far wide. In there from Al-Dawsari, and Inzaghi's pleased with that, and Salim Al-Dawsari just watched it go wide after a brilliant 1-2 with Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. And that just went wrong side of the post there. Really good effort, but the final ball wasn't able to be executed brilliantly. Took a deflection on route, it looks like, as Al-Hilal shape up to take a corner. Just before, as we're coming towards the second minute of injury time. Corner whipped in towards the penalty claim by Thibaut Courtois. We'll balls it out quickly, and here comes Real Madrid. Vinicius Rodrigo gets it away. Vinicius Junior towards Garcia. We can't get there. Fran Garcia race forward. Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo over on that far side. But he remains 1-1 as Koulibaly drops it to Renan Lodi, and you've got to say that Real Madrid have been a good side inside this first period. But Al-Hilal have played really, really well. They've not been disgraced by the way they've set up and the way they've played against Real Madrid. And with some, I would probably say, favourable ties coming up for Al-Hilal in this Club World Cup group for Real Madrid, then you've got to say that it'd be a good one to try and win, in my opinion, if they were able to get through this game, if they were to get something out of this game. Al-Hilal coming up against Pachuca and Salzburg were two good sides, tough group for all of these sides in this group. However, if Al-Hilal can take something off Real Madrid, they'll stand a really good chance of getting into the knockout stages. As it stands, it's 1-1, coming up towards half-time. 3.5 of the 4 of the 5 added minutes has been played thus far. And it remains Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1. And here's Renan Lodi drops it infield, and a bit of movement there, and he plays it from Ruben Neves to Koulibaly, who sends it high into the night sky, or into the day sky here, should I say. Nice afternoon out in Miami, which is coming up towards the 4 p.m. mark out in Miami, and it remains 1-1 in Wednesday afternoon in Miami, and it remains 1-1, and we played 4.5 minutes of the 5 minutes added on at the end of this first half. And you've got to say it's been a really good game to watch this, really good end-to-end game, really good performance, well-deserved lead for Real Madrid, but then well pegged back by Al-Hilal, who got back into the game, and really good performance in the end. As we've almost played the 5 minutes of stoppage time, and with that, the half-time whistle is now finally gone between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It's 1-1 between the two sides at half-time as we get ready to go for a break in just a second. But a really good first half ends in a 1-1 draw. Opening the scoring was Gonzalo Garcia on 34 minutes. But Ruben Neves on 41 from the penalty spot has made it Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1 at half-time at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami in the Club World Cup. Let me recap all the other scores from earlier today. Ulsan 0, Malome Sundowns 1 in their group match earlier today. Monterrey 1, Inter 1, Man City 2, Wydad 0 is also the results from earlier today as well. We're going to take a quick break right now. When we return, we'll be back with the coverage of the second half in this game. But half time is Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1 in the Club World Cup. Welcome back to the second half coverage of Real Madrid against Al-Hilal as we get ready for the start of the second period. Who will come out on top as we get ready for the second half in the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami as we get ready for kickoff in the second half. No substitutes yet for either side. Will Luka Modric come on at some point for Real Madrid? And will Al-Hilal bring on any of their subs bench this evening, including Adud, who's on the substitutes bench this evening? We'll be interested to see if anybody will come on for them during the half-time interval. So far, it's been a bad day at the office. It's been bad for Al-Hilal in front of goal, apart from that one chance they had from the penalty spot. But from open play, it's been a bad one. In front of goal, there's Odagula will come on for Real Madrid. He's replacing Asensio at the back at half-time. So Odagula will come on for Real Madrid for Asensio at the break. Odagula, number 15, is on in his place. So that's the Real Madrid change at half-time. Looks like no changes for Al-Hilal. So despite being 1-1 at half-time and the side taking the lead, it's the man who came in to replace Carlo Ancelotti, Xabi Alonso, has made the first alteration in the game. As we get ready for the second half to get underway, and we will be underway any second now, as Real Madrid will be the team to get underway, taking the goal. We're to my left-hand side in the second half, and we are away we go then in the second half for the game between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal in Group G of the Club World Cup. And are levelled on 41 minutes from the penalty spot through Ruben Neves after they was behind through Gonzalo Garcia. As here comes Vinicius Jr. The team's across the bottom of your screen as here comes Fran Garcia as he tries to help Real Madrid come forward at the start of the second half in this game this evening. As the cross comes in towards the penalty area, will be a potential chance for Real Madrid to get their noses in front of the side of the second half. He's Vinicius Jr. chips the ball up and he's gone over the line. No, gone into the referee. Has it gone in? I don't think it has. The referee's given a free kick, I think, for Al-Hilal. Now, we're just looking at this again. Vinicius Jr. with a good cross in, an initial effort off the other side of the crossbar, comes back out to the edge of the box, shot blocked, breaks it around inside the penalty, comes out to Vinicius Jr., who chips the ball up the header, just saved on the line, and then a dangerous kick in there, trying to go for an acrobatic kick there. Jude Bellingham, who fouled his man. There's the initial shot off the other side of the crossbar, and there's the header. Pushed away, as it was Garcia again, looking to get his second of the afternoon, or evening, depending where you tuned in from. And Real Madrid win themselves a free kick. As we see, it's Courtois in goal for Real Madrid in the start of the second half. It's Garcia, Gula, Hodgson and Trent to the back, many in front of the back for Valverde and Bellingham just in front of him. Vinicius Junior, Garcia and Rodrigo from left to right on the, as you watch Real Madrid play there. As they come forward again, here is Bellingham. He cuts in field, chip ball in towards Vinicius, towards Garcia. Like Rodrigo is in there too around the back. Here's Al-Hilal. In just a second or two, once we see their team come up is Bono in goal for Al-Hilal. When Lodi, Koulibaly, Alton Bakanka and Cancelo Neves in front of the back four. Nasser Al-Dawsari, Milinkovic-Savic, Salim Al-Dawsari, Leonardo and Malcolm is the attacking trio. As here comes Vinicius Junior, shoots wayward and he goes behind for a goal kick. When near the corner flag, that's how wild it was, and it remains 1-1 in the game. Good evening to Dylan. Thank you for saying I'm doing great. Thank you very much, Dylan. We do radio jingles and gaming. He's on. He says, good evening, Russ, Paul, and everyone. It's been a while since you did a commentary game, and I see you back and to return with it with FIFA Club World Cup match. We was on the other day as well, my friend. We covered the opening game between Al-Ahly and Inter Miami. We also covered Chelsea against LAFC. We're back tonight with Real Madrid against Al-Hilal in the Club World Cup. Thank you for saying I'm doing great, Dylan. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Really good to have you on and listening this evening. Big shout out to you. This evening as we watch Real Madrid against Al-Hilal. 45 minutes, almost 49 minutes played in the game. 4 minutes of the second half. Still 1-1. Real Madrid with 4 subs left. Al-Hilal with all their 5 remaining subs. As here they come forward here now. It's a wonderful bit of play from Malcolm down this near side for Al-Hilal, and he's back there to number 87, Alton Bikati. And Bikati playing really well at centre back, doing well up against Garcia and Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo and co. As there is Fede Valverde to tidy up and bring this ball away for Real Madrid. Now Vinicius Junior can knock the ball infield there to Garcia, Fran Garcia, that is, and he can come forward now. And here's Trent Alexander-Arnold onto Rodrigo. Trent gets it there again. He's in towards Rodrigo once more. Comes out to Fede Valverde, who goes down. Free kick has not been given. He's played on. Instead, there's Vinicius Junior on the left-hand side. Inside the penalty area. Still going. Drops it back to Fran Garcia. Back to Vinicius Junior once more. Vinicius Junior turning away, back to Garcia again. Is Fede Valverde, who strike just into the side netting as well there. But good start to Real Madrid in the second half. And going close there with the effort on goal was Fede Valverde. Decent effort again from Real Madrid, just into the side netting from Fede Valverde. Always wide, always travelling. With the stanchion behind the net and going wide there as well. Dylan, glad you're doing well, my friend. Catch up with you soon, Dylan. Really good to have you tuned in, my friend. Good to have you on. Big shout out to Lucy as well. Hopefully she's doing okay this evening. Here they come again, Real Madrid against Al-Hilal. As here comes when unloaded for Al-Hilal. Down the line it goes to Salim Al-Dawsari. Al-Dawsari towards the penalty area. Cleared away before Marcus Leonardo could get there. And Real Madrid now can charge forward. Bellingham out wide to Vinicius Junior, who tries to return the pass back to Jude Bellingham. Ruben Neves cuts off that danger, and João Cancelo can play the ball forward for Al-Hilal. But he's got the return ball and he drops it inside there to Nasser Al-Dawsari, who plays it on to Koulibaly, and now into Ruben Neves as he will try and bring this ball forward. It remains Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1 in the game this afternoon, or this evening, depending where you're listening from. Definitely if you're out in Miami, in the Hard Rock Stadium, as João Cancelo can come forward now for Al-Hilal. Knocks it inside to Ruben Neves, gets the ball back, and wonderful run down the line for Nasser Al-Dawsari. He loses out there to Odagula, who's almost lost possession, and the shot comes in into the side netting there from Marcus Leonardo, and a decent effort in the end for Al-Hilal, and he fired it into the side netting. It was a poor clearance from Orgeson, the debutant for Real Madrid at the back. He was trying to pick out Frangas Ardagula out there. And it remains 1-1. Here's Vinicius Jr. Drops the ball back to Fran Garcia. Step forward, looking for Vinny Jr. again. As he clears the ball away. Headed down here, and Jude Bellingham's there, but he gives the ball away. And here comes Ruben Neves back to his goalkeeper, Bono, who will take a touch and play it out wide there. Bono breaks every wave. Every breaking wave he does. Every breaking save he makes. Stops Real Madrid from taking the lead. But Real Madrid going to break forward. And another servant foul they're looking for in this second half yet. But neither of Real Madrid. Indeed, Media Radio Jingles and Gaming will do a video tomorrow on the Premier League fixture list, which was confirmed earlier today. Didn't get a chance to do it because we're preparing for our match this evening or this afternoon, depending where you tuned in from. But to have you on with us, we'll be covering some of the opening games of the Premier League season. Some games have been penciled in already. I've got a game at 2 o'clock on the Sunday before one of your favourite commentators, Paul, will be on for the later game. And now here comes Real Madrid with the ball at the back through Ardagula, who can bring this ball forward. I think Van Gaal has moved into that. We're moving into a position where Ardagula is out there now in that centre back role. Trent now has possession. He drops the ball back here and he picks up the ball again and delivers a good ball into the penalty area there. Trent Alexander-Arnold will be known as Trent this season for Real Madrid on back of his shirt, and that's what you'll see on our graphics when we cover Real Madrid this season. You'll see most of the players' names what they have on back of their shirts on the graphic down below. As you can see the teams there with the pictures there as well. You can also, guys, now know what minute we're in as well, and you can sync up your TVs with the direct minute of the commentary that we are in to keep you bang up to date with what's happening and what minute we're in during the commentaries that you listen to this season. New graphics and everything on the screen for the upcoming season. So it was the back end of last season, but we'll continue to rely on this moving forward as a shot charge down there, and Real Madrid will win the ball back through Orgeson to Valverde, and there is a challenge from behind there on Ardagula, who can go with it quickly, and Real Madrid will come forward now with Rodrigo Alves, who's nod the ball backwards though, and Real Madrid will keep hold of possession. Jude Bellingham's there, and now Trent Alexander-Arnold finds Odegaard to Orgeson, who charges for, is unmarked here, goes down, wins his side of free kick. Sergio Milinkovic-Savic not happy with the decision there, and that's good play from the new Real Madrid man. Orgeson just challenged there by Sergio Milinkovic-Savic in the referee's angle. It looked like it was a foul, and this referee's angle, the referee view that we get on our pictures that we're watching the game from, when we look at the replays, I'm hoping they fetch it into the Premier League because you can then be able to see what the referee can see on the pitch, because we like this ref cam feature. Hopefully the UK broadcasters covering the Premier League next season when we're watching the games and will show us those as well. As here comes a free kick towards the penalty area, cleared away. Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1. Where we watch the games when we're not doing the commentaries, should I say. As here comes Bellingham with a low centre cross, cleared away. And Real Madrid do have to get back now in numbers as Al-Hilal can charge forward. And here's the Sari charging for there. Salim Al-Dasari towards the penalty table. Wonderful interception from Frank Garcia, getting back there, defending well. And that's a clearance from Thibaut Courtois up to Jude Bellingham, who's spun away from his man Jude Bellingham there. Vinny Jr. is in the centre, but the cross is over it. But Vinny Jr. gets there to keep the move alive for Real Madrid. Into the penalty area, back out it goes. Rodrigo on the near side as well. So again, Rodrigo cleared away by Al-Hilal through Ruben Neves. We get João Cancelo who can watch the ball forward. And Frank Garcia can't get there, and Malcolm can't get there to his Odegula goes down the number 15 there for Real Madrid, and he loses out there, Odegula. And a free kick and a throw will be given to Al-Hilal, coming off the Real Madrid manners. João Cancelo watching on, is about to take a throw in here. No substitute chef for Al-Hilal as we watch on here in the Club World Cup. Be interesting to see how this game goes this evening. And Media Radio Jingles and Gaming says he's doing exactly that, watching the game and synced with the time and the perfect commentary. Thank you very much, Media Radio Jingles and Gaming. Good to have you back with us on the channel. I wondered where you're going. You didn't come back for the first couple of matches that we brought on the channel. You can listen back to those though when you get a bit of free time. Anyone can listen back to the channels if you're listening on YouTube. If you're listening on Twitch and you're about to go out, guys, what you can do is put Twitch onto just audio only, and connect your mobile phone up to your car and listen to us like you would do a normal radio station in your car or your music, and have our commentary of the Club World Cup between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal on there. We'll also have other commentaries on there as well. Throughout we'll try and bring you some of the Under-21 European Championships as well. Almost an hour gone now, and it remains 0-0, 1-1 should I say, between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal. Goals, as you can see, from Gonzalo Garcia and Ruben Neves. The difference between the two, which is separating the two sides, 1-1 draw as it stands right now. And shot of Roberto Carlos in the crowd there. Good to have you with us this evening as always, guys. You're tuning in for the very first time today. Thank you very much for doing so. We really do appreciate that. Media Radio Jingles and Gaming says, I do like the scoreboard that you put at the top left of the screen, making it easy for people to watch the game with your commentary. We'll break off as Vinicius Jr. has possession for Real Madrid. Crossing towards the penalty, headed back across goal. Saved there by the goalkeeper Bono, and that was comfortable there. And that was a magnificent stop there, and he just takes a bit of pride back after being beaten through Gonzalo Garcia in the first half with a chance which he really should have done better with Bono there. He says, continues, I do like your new graphics. Well, just under 2 months till the Premier League season returns. Sounds like the Commentary Hub team are already preparing for it. We are prepared for it with brilliant commentators that we've got on the channel. And we could also have the return of one of the commentators that you'd like to listen to, JB, back for some Premier League games more consistently next season, providing work commitments and real life commitments will help him to do that. But JB says he'll hopefully be back so the next season. He's Vinicius Jr. to the penalty for Real Madrid. In this game then, brilliant interception to keep the ball in play there from Kalidou Koulibaly. Brilliant play from Koulibaly, the former Chelsea man, and he's done really well there. And now here comes Salim Al-Dasari, who's charging forward now. On the other half is Renan Lodi. Into the penalty area is Renan Lodi. Turns away from Reliant Chouameni, who's bad there defending and helping out in the right back spot there, Chouameni, and that's a good piece of defensive work and awareness there from Aurelien Chouameni to notice that dangerous gap there, which was left by Trent Alexander-Arnold, who cut in field. He left that gap and he went out there, Aurelien Chouameni, to read the danger well there. And got to say, that's a fantastic piece of defensive work there. It remains Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1, 63 minutes on the clock. If you're just joining into us here this evening, Russ Vernon guiding you through the action as we watch on here. And there's going to be a substitution here for Al-Hilal. And coming off is number 77, Malcolm. He will be replaced here, Malcolm. And also to his João Cancelo. And Ahmed Al-Yame is one of the players coming on. And we're in number 88. And we'll just get the confirmation of the other sub in just a second who came on as well. I know the number 88, Ahmed Al-Yame, is one of the subs that's come on off. Just missed the number of the second one that came on there. It is just trying to get the number of the other man coming on. I think it might be number 15. Who else has just come on? Al Qatani, just get confirmation there. As Real Madrid making a substitution as Brahim Diaz is coming on for Real Madrid. Trent going off, also Rodrigo going off as well. Trent and Rodrigo coming off. Vazquez and Diaz on for Real Madrid. In the substitutes there. For Real Madrid, and that's their first double changes. We'll get confirmation of the Al-Hilal changes in just a second as well. As Vazquez and Brahim Diaz is on for Real Madrid. We'll get confirmation this evening, as it remains 1-1 between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal, as Al-Hilal just have possession at the back. In this game, as it remains 1-1 between the two sides, and we'll just get the confirmation of those changes in just a second. For the game, as we wait the confirmation in just a second for Real Madrid against Al-Hilal in the Club World Cup. Just trying to see if I've got the subs right. I believe I have. It's Vinicius Junior anyway, as we continue to watch this game unfold. Jude Bellingham knocks the ball inside. How wide it goes here to Brahim Diaz. Infield it goes. And the shot comes in and just over the top of the crossbar there. I think that's the number the goal of the substitute who came in at half time. Was trying to shot over the top of the crossbar. It was as Andrew fan just celebrated behind, shouting "come on" to his side just behind the goal there as we watch on here. Not far away from us was that fan there, and he was cheering for Real Madrid to get a goal here, yes. And the subs that you can see on the screen there is the confirmed subs as well for both of these sides. Absolutely, my friend. Yes, I thought you would be looking for JB's return to the channel Media Radio Jingles and Gaming. As Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1 is the score there, as Real Madrid look to bring this ball forward and try and cause a few problems. Serge Milinkovic-Savic is down on the field of play, and it remains 1-1. A substitution. Well, the physios are coming on to look at him. Got the arm in the back from Fran Garcia is why he was gone down there, and I can tell you it's 68 minutes on the clock here. It's Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1, and while the treatment for the player down there, which is Serge Milinkovic-Savic down there, the rest of the players are having a cooling break while this injury is being treated to. Serge Milinkovic-Savic receiving treatment and really being warm out there. The cooling break is happening. You can see there the Real Madrid boss on the field of play, Xabi Alonso. It's not only warm for the players out on that field of play, it's also warm in our commentary booth as well. Been a warm day today, and I can tell you it remains Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1, and so far it's not been that too bad for Al-Hilal. They did go behind through Gonzalo Garcia, however, they won a penalty when Marcus Leonardo went down. Inside the penalty, fouled by Fran Garcia, and up to Ruben Neves to score from the penalty spot to make it 1-1, and a cooling break is taking place right now, and you've really said these Real Madrid players having drinks themselves of splashing water over the teammates here as Simone Inzaghi just having a chat to some of his players and throwing a bit of water down the backs there. As I believe that's Pepe there, the former Real Madrid player, and he's signing some autographs for some fans, Real Madrid fans inside the stadium here this evening, and you've got to say that he's taking time for every single one of those young fans in there coming up to speak to him, signing autographs, which is good to see players do that, because not many players like to do that. It's Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1 in the Club World Cup. The Milinkovic-Savic is back on his feet now after injury. We'll have to go off the pitch. We're receiving some treatment. There is off the pitch. Just getting some drinks and fluids into him as the game is now back underway between the two sides. It remains Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1 in this game, and been a good game to watch this as well, actually. Both teams playing really, really well thus far. And now there's the header forward here for Salim Al-Dosari pulls the ball back. Shot from Hilali just over the top of the crossbar. And Marcus Leonardo fires it over the top of the crossbar there, and really should be doing better. He really should be doing better there. There's a firing over the top of the crossbar, and you've got to say, how unlucky was that there? And Salim Al-Dosari really should be taking chances there, and Leonardo should do as well. Most plenty plays for Al-Hilal is Marcus Leonardo, Salim Al-Dosari and Malcolm. Well, one of those has gone off in Malcolm. The other two still out on the field of play. And it remains 1-1 between the two sides. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary of Russ Vernon guiding through the action for this game this evening. 72 minutes on the clock. Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1. And the chance inside the penalty area for Real Madrid to have a striker goal. And straight down the throw there from Fede Valverde over Bono. And that was a save that he desired. And he liked to desire. That was a save that one would be proud of. Al-Hilal can, if he stays like this, can come out of this game with pride. Even if they lose, they can come out of this game with pride because they've given their all out there. And here comes Real Madrid coming forward. Jude Bellingham, into the penalty area for Vinicius Junior, cuts infield. His shot is deflected. Jude Bellingham is there. Will he let the ball go out of play for a throw? And he will. He was pushed in the end there, which is Al-Kante, the substitute, who's defending that really, really well as a ball over to that far side now. And Vinicius and Brahim Diaz is there. Wonderful cross in. Vinicius Junior, can he get on end of this ball there? Will they go out for a corner? He lets the ball go out for a corner kick to Real Madrid, which I believe Fede Valverde has come across to take. Jude Bellingham on the edge of the penalty area. There's Odagula who's come across to take it actually. Odagula will tear this corner in towards the penalty area. It's flicked on by Jude Bellingham in the near post. Lucas Vazquez won the ball back and he's gone all the way back to Thibaut Courtois. We'll get it back to Lucas Vazquez. A bit of play there from Real Madrid, who are trying to find their way into the game. Some good football they've played today. Really good football. Deserved football as well. We have indeed. I think it's going to be a warm one this weekend as well now. It's in the Club World Cup. There's a man down here for Al-Hilal, and I'm just trying to work out who it is. I think he might be their captain. No, it's not their captain who's down. I'm just trying to work out who it is who's down. Lucas Vazquez has now got the captain's armband for Real Madrid, and number 28 here for Al-Hilal. Cano is about to come on here. And we'll get confirmation of who he's coming on for in just a moment. There's a man down here for Al-Hilal. There's not Koulibaly who's down there. Koulibaly's helping him here with the physios. And the big Cano will be coming on. Is it his centre-back teammate, Tambikate, who's down? Who's trying to work out who it is who's down on the field of play. Is Nasser Al-Dosari, who was down, and he's the man coming off, number 16. Nasser Al-Dosari is replaced here for Al-Hilal. And Cano, number 28, is coming on in his place here, and you've got to say that Nasser Al-Dosari has played well in this game. They also see him go. He's had a really good game, you know. This evening, played really well and deservedly took Real Madrid players off, tried creating things for Al-Hilal in this game. Real Madrid won, Al-Hilal won. It's a really good challenge there from Real Madrid. There's a man down here. Is that Ruben Neves down injured? Al-Hilal, I'm not sure if it is. Yeah, it is actually. I think he's, as he went to play the ball, he slipped on the ball, hurt his back. Ruben Neves, the Portuguese man, formerly of Wolverhampton Wanderers, and it remains 1-1 between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal, and both teams have made 3 substitutes each. They've got 2 subs left of Real Madrid and Al-Hilal. It's been a good game to watch this evening. Real Madrid won, Al-Hilal won. in the game this evening. Russ Vernon guiding you through the action in this game this evening. As here comes Real Madrid, who can get this ball forward to Jude Bellingham out wide to Arda. You can get back to Jude Bellingham on the edge of the penalty area. He lost out there. And now Real Madrid have to get back in numbers as Al-Hilal will try and break quickly. And they are breaking quickly as Cano can come forward. One from Cano here now. He cuts in field. He gets a striker goal now. He gets the ball further forward. There is Cano, who was played in by number 29, Aldasari. Aldasari did well then. He's got Cano in possession again. Lodi on the overlap. Renan Lodi tries to deliver a cross in. Can't break for blue shirt inside the penalty area. Bellingham can bring this ball away. And now here comes Real Madrid breaking the ball away. Wonderful run there in the end, but good defending bad there by Koulibaly across there, defending well. Helping out Renan Lodi go forward. And now Lodi is charging forward this time, but gone down end of that ball forward there, Renan Lodi. He's gone down, and Real Madrid are making a substitution here. Number 7, Vinicius Jr. is coming off for Real Madrid. He's on that yellow card. Remember early on in the game, Vinny Jr. picked up a yellow card for simulation, and Munoz is coming on to replace him, number 44. Victor Munoz comes on to replace him. For Real Madrid, and I've got to say that Vinny Jr. has played really brilliant this evening. He's nursing something there, I believe. But he remains Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1 in the Club World Cup. Coming up towards the final 10 minutes of the game. And very shortly I'll be announcing my player of the match. Sponsored by Commentary Services. Real Madrid have one sub left to make now, going that substitution. With Munoz coming on for Vinny Jr. And now Real Madrid just finds Vazquez. How wide it goes there to Brahim Diaz. Diaz charging forward. Here they come again, Real Madrid. Just Arda with possession. Finds Fran Garcia. There's Munoz on the overlap. Victor Munoz does well to hold up the play. Back to Garcia once more. Orgeson, the new defender from Bournemouth, plays it into the number 21 there. And how cross comes in. He deflects behind, and Brahim Diaz is the one wearing 21 for Real Madrid. And Luka Modric, who will be leaving Real Madrid after this tournament, is coming on right now. The Croatian international Luka Modric will come on for Real Madrid. Very, very soon. I don't think he's coming on just yet though. So we'll have to wait and see. Arda takes this corner, whips in towards the penalty and headed over from Goinson. It will be another corner, will it? It will be. Just wait to see if the subs are going to be made now. Yes, I believe the subs will be made. Will they? Yes, subs are going to be made for Real Madrid. Al Nassr making a sub as well. Renan Lodi is a man coming off. It looks like. Lodi and Leonard is coming off. Al Arbi and Al Uar. For Al-Hilal in this Club World Cup. game there. There's a double substitution there for Al-Hilal as they're going to take a corner whipped in towards the penalty area. And it remains 1-1 in this game this evening. And now Real Madrid are making a substitution. And it's Luka Modric who will leave Real Madrid at the end of this tournament. The corner was cleared away, by the way. Nothing came from that corner. And the man who Luka Modric is going to be replacing is Jude Bellingham. And it'd be interesting to see whether Jude and Job, who play for Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund respectively at this moment in time, will feature for England in a major tournament. Some people think that could be the case in the years to come. I'm interested to see if that's the case moving forward here this evening, as Real Madrid will Al-Hilal have got no more subs left to make. All the subs have been made now for both sides. So the 11 out on the field now will be the 11 left to play the remaining match minutes in this game, as Real Madrid will try and come forward and win themselves a free kick over there and almost get into that territory where the player of the match will be announced soon. And there's Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid president, who was the main man behind the reason why Xabi Alonso was given the managerial job at Real Madrid. In the end, as here comes Real Madrid now into the penalty area, shot cleared away as Munoz's cross was cleared. Here's Luka Modric. Will he get a chance to win this game for Real Madrid, or will Al-Hilal get a chance to win this game? As they will try and come forward now. As a shot came into the penalty, saved by Thibaut Courtois, as now the player of the match can be confirmed here on the commentary hub, and I can tell you that our player of the match this evening will go to Real Madrid's number 30, Gonzalo. Fantastic performance from him on his Real Madrid first star, Gonzalo. And I've just got to say this, guys, he has just been absolutely brilliant. What a finish for his goal. He gets our player of the match this evening. Gonzalo is the player of the match, sponsored by the brilliant commentary services this evening. It remains 1-1 between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal in the Club World Cup. Gonzalo, the player of the match this evening, as you can see at the bottom of your screen next to him there. Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1. If you're just tuning into us here, the commentary hub this evening. Good evening to you, Simon. Hopefully you're doing well here, my friend, as well. As Real Madrid win themselves a free kick by Fran Garcia by the number 15 of Al-Hilal, which is Al-Kaate. And a free kick will be given to Real Madrid with a chance to put into the penalty area. Luka Modric with the captain's armband on now, as he will look to deliver this set piece. Fede Valverde were the original captain for Real Madrid. He's now passed it over to Luka Modric. Van Garcia there looking on. And the referee, I'm not sure the referee's done here, guys. Van Garcia's had to come off the field of play. Just trying to work out what's happening here. Fran Garcia just had to come off. Has he been given a red card here, Fran Garcia? He's come to the sidelines here, having a chat. He's just trying to work out what's happening here. Not sure if the VAR are checking something. Just trying to get confirmation on what is happening here. Tell him Al-Nassr is watching this. Checking something here. Checking a possible penalty for Real Madrid here. I'm not sure when the yellow card is coming out for Ruben Neves of Al-Hilal. The VAR has told the referee to come and check Real Madrid and the arm in the face there. Saw the arm in the face, and then the referee stopped play. We weren't sure whether VAR were checking it because there was no clear indication initially, but confirmation there that the penalty kick is being checked here for Real Madrid. And for me, the arm in the face there is a definite penalty kick. If I were to, having seen it again, definite penalty. Arm in the face there like that, smashed it, arm across, and he smashed him in the face there. And I've seen those kind of ones given before, and the referees now going to be making his decision, and the referee says penalty to Real Madrid. Actually, Blake says red card for her as well. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing well, Simon. Real Madrid have got a chance to take the lead again from the penalty spot here. And the referee is giving a yellow card to the number 15 of Al-Hilal for complaining there about the decision. And I've got to say that's the correct decision. If I was a referee and someone was complaining to me about the decision and white and everything there, I'd have booked him as well. And yellow card confirmation there on the bottom of your screen. With penalty kick here for Real Madrid. And who will take the penalty kick here for Real Madrid? Will it be Fede Valverde? Will it be Brahim Diaz? Or will it be Ruben Neves' confirmation of his booking there as well, which I brought to you a few moments ago? We're into stoppage time now. Waiting the minutes of stoppage time. It will be Madrid Argentina is being given a penalty. It's going to be Fede Valverde to take this penalty kick for Real Madrid. And will Fede Valverde score for Real Madrid here from the penalty spot? We played a minute of stoppage time. No word on how many minutes yet. Fede Valverde steps up. It's saved. Fede Valverde will not score for Real Madrid. The penalty kick has been saved. And Real Madrid have been denied from the spot. Fede Valverde denied from the spot to Ruben Neves. And the other players were an happy punch down there. Because they didn't think it was a penalty in the first place. But what a save from the goalkeeper. Atty Blake. No spoilers, please. Leave that comment there when he said 2-1. Please do not put any spoilers in the chat until I've mentioned things as we get trying to wait. How many minutes of stoppage time we're going to have? We've had 2 minutes of stoppage time. No word on how many minutes will be added on here. Well, I've got confirmation now, and I can give you that many minutes will be added on in a second, as we have got 7 minutes of stoppage time that has been added on at the end of this game between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal. Okay. Can Al get the game a winner here against Real Madrid and surprise Real Madrid? Al-Ghitana can't keep possession as here comes Real Madrid now with number 44 Munoz in towards the penalty area on the left hand side. Pulls the ball back to Odegula. Good bit of footwork here for Real Madrid. Odegula back to Luka Modric. Modric does well. Out wide to Victor Munoz. Victor Munoz delivers a cross in towards the penalty, headed away by Koulibaly. Right underneath his goalkeeper. He was about to catch that there, Bono. But so far it's not been a bad day for the office. Not been that bad from Al-Hilal today. They scored a penalty and they've saved a penalty. So now Real Madrid are a winner. And there'll be a chance here for Real Madrid to tear the lead here. Here's Brahim Diaz. Benny Valverde, who saw that penalty saved. Edge the penalty. Garcia across. Munoz across. Shots Valverde cleared away. Offside inside the penalty area, I believe. I may have struck Odegula's hand there. And it remains 1-1 as we've played 4 of those 7 headed on. But we played a bit more. And Gonzalo Garcia was our player of the match. He's also been given the superior player of the match as well. Yes, actually, Blake, imagine Al-Hilal winning this game against Real Madrid, and Simone Inzaghi has set up his side really well today against Real Madrid. It's been a good game to watch and a really positive game and to watch as well. And both teams have given everything they've got out there and left everything on the pitch, which is what you like to see out there for games like this. Like to see everybody leaving everything on the field of play. And that's what Real Madrid and Al-Hilal have done. They've left everything out there this evening. I can tell you the attendance tonight inside the stadium, which I'll put up on the screen in just a moment for you, has just been confirmed to me right now. And we'll tell you that attendance in just a second. Real Madrid have a chance to win it later on. And instead of saved, Garcia with the effort. Gonzalez Garcia with the effort. With the header, and it's a fantastic save round the back. And a really good effort save there. And I can tell you the attendance of this game tonight, or this afternoon, depending where you're watching from, is 62,415 inside the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami to watch Real Madrid against Al-Hilal with the scoreline at 1-1. What a game this has been this evening. 1-1 it has been since the 41st minute when Ruben Neves scored from the penalty spot. If you're new to the channel, I'd like you to do us a massive favour, if you can, if you're new here watching on to our coverage for the very first time this evening, please do us a massive favour, and it won't just help us now, it will help the channel grow massively as well. Please, if you are able, it's free to do so, please drop a like on this video right now, and also please subscribe to the channel and tell your friends about us, where you can hear commentaries from not just myself. We've got Paul, we've got JB, we've got Mike, we've got so many others. We've got a new guy joining us shortly for the upcoming season as well. Harry Scarf will be joining the Commenttary Hub this season, presenting and doing some commentaries as well. So you have a new voice on the channels. Al-Hilal can have a chance to win it here. The cross comes in, deflected behind. It will be a corner for Al-Hilal, which will be the last chance of the potentially last chance of the game. Will Al-Hilal snatch it right at the death against Real Madrid? They scored a penalty through Ruben Neves. They then conceded a penalty and their keeper saved it. But can they get a winning goal here? The corner is whipped into the penalty area, it's cleared away the near post. And will that be that? No, we will still play on. We are still playing on here at the end of this game. We're in time added on, ahead of time added on. It's Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1, and will Al-Hilal snatch you right at the death in this game? A crossfield pass, brilliantly to pick out the substitute over there, and Al-Hilal will try and win this game late on here. A shot almost from Ruben Neves from distance to try and win it for Al-Hilal, and the man down for Real Madrid was being held back up to his feet. And here comes Lucas Vazquez. Real Madrid last chance saloon to try and win this game. There's a foul in there. Free kick to Real Madrid inside the Al-Hilal half, just a couple of sides from the centre circle. Oh, someone is arguably being told to get back into his own territory by the fourth official. And you come out speaking to him. Let's see how long's left. Real Madrid with a chance to win it late on. They win a corner late on. Will this corner be the last chance in this game for Real Madrid to potentially win this game this evening? What a match it's been. If you're new to today, you can see the timer on our screens up there. Sync it up and watch us with us. Odegaard's shot is blocked. Fede Valverde was saved. He breaks away and Odegaard was there. He come off his head, went back to his goalkeeper, fell into the arms of Bono, and Gonzalo Garcia closes Bono down. Bono picks up the ball, and the full-time whistle now has gone in this game, and Real Madrid have been held to a 1-1 draw by Al-Hilal in the end. It's been a fantastic game to watch. Goals in the first half through Gonzalo Garcia on 34 minutes. Ruben Neves made up for that from the penalty spot after Real Madrid gave away a penalty. It was a definite penalty as well after a foul by Garcia on Marcus Leonard, and Real Madrid were punished for that. They had chances in the second half of Real Madrid with Vinicius Jr., Gonzalo Garcia, Rodrigo, Bellingham, Valverde missed the penalty as well. Just had a late on as well, which weren't able to be taken, but a full time in the Club World Cup match. It's finished Real Madrid 1, Al-Hilal 1 in Group H, and that group there is the first game in that group today in Group H. Let me recap the other scores from the Club World Cup that was played earlier today in the Club World Cup before we leave you this evening. And it's been really good to bring you this Club World Cup match and bring you coverage of Real Madrid in the end between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal. But there were some other games taking place today, and I'll run you through those scores as well today. So in the earlier game, which kicked off at 5 midnight after an hour and a bit delay because of a thunderstorm in Orlando last night. Ulsan 0, Mamelodi Sundowns 1, Monterrey 1, Inter 1. Manchester City got off to a winning start in their Club World Cup campaign, beating Wydad by 2-0. And you've just said Real Madrid take on Al-Hilal, which is a 1-1 draw. The other game in this group sees Al-Hilal sees Pachuca take on RB Salzburg, which currently kicks off at 11 o'clock in just under 10 minutes. In just under an hour's time, should I say there, sorry. Almost gave you the wrong time there. Then the other game in Man City's group between Al-Hilal and Juventus kicks off at 2 a.m. local UK time in the morning. But in the Club World Cup game this evening, in our featured match from the Club World Cup this evening. Real Madrid and Al-Hilal play out a 1-1 draw in the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The kickoff time for the Juventus game against Al-Hilal is 9 p.m. EDT, taking place in Washington, in the Audi Field in Washington. The next game this evening comes from this group, though, at 6 p.m. local time in Cincinnati, between Pachuca and RB Salzburg. We have in this Group H encounter between Real Madrid and Al-Hilal. Al-Hilal got a point from Real Madrid. It's finished. Real Madrid won, Al-Hilal won. There this evening is. Actually, they said that could possibly be earlier there. Radio jingles. I think that was about Al-Hilal potentially winning late on, which they could have done had they taken one of the chances late on that they had. But if you don't take your chances, you don't score. It says fantastic alternative for radio and TV commentary. Fantastic commentary from you tonight, Russ. Thank you very much, my friend. Simon says those graphics are really nice. Thank you, Simon. Really do appreciate that, my friend. And Simon also says he's a Manchester City fan, by the way. Simon, make sure you stay tuned then. Make sure you read that, like it says on there. Please like and subscribe to the channel, because during the season we'll be bringing some Man City games. We'll be bringing you quite a lot of games from the Premier League. We'll try and do a few EFL games as well. And we'll keep you, and we'll do some other games as well here on the Commentary Hub next season. Also, if you want as well, guys, search for Commentary Hub 2 and go subscribe over there for some other games which will be on there as well as the main channel here tonight. We're full time in our coverage. Sees Real Madrid against Al-Hilal, and it's finished. Real Madrid won, Al-Hilal won. Real Madrid missed a penalty late on to win it. Well, from myself, Russ Vernon, and the rest of the team here at the Commentary Hub, thank you very much for listening to your coverage of Real Madrid's opening match in the Club World Cup. For myself and the rest of the team here at the Commentary Hub, it's goodbye for now, and have a good rest of your Wednesday wherever you are, or if you're into your Thursday right now, have a good start to your Thursday. More of the team here. Goodbye for now.